Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Unique.Builder, and this is actually an updated Fluffal deck that I have not profiled yet. Basically, I'm going to try a different approach. I'm going to try test hands first, and then see if we can, I guess, check in the comments to see if anyone wants to see the build, and then upon request I'll do a deck profile of the current deck list that I have. If not, then I mean, I like building, so I'll just keep building, keep at it until we get a couple requests in. As of right now, this is actually the only deck that I've been working on. I played Altergeist for a little bit, but I didn't really get into it too much. Alright, so we'll draw 5, and this is a go second deck, so let's assume we won the die roll. It's actually a lot better. Bear effect. We'll discard bear, and we will add toy vendor. Set that up here. Activate toy vendor down the middle. And actually, I want to pitch the chain. See what we get off the effect. Doesn't matter. Chain effect will activate engrave. So we'll grab our Fright for Fusion, wherever it is. There we go. So we add that. And since we have the Chupacabra in hand and nothing engraved, I don't really want to activate it and then they actually snipe it and got no target. So I think I'd rather just allure it away since we have it. So we'll set that back up here and we'll activate allure. Since we already have our target, yeah, those, I'd rather keep those. So banish this. That'll go to grave. Let's see, we could activate Patchwork. Grab Poly, and just grab Sabers. It looks like that's what we're missing right now. Alright, so that's that. Alright, next, I actually would like to just probably set the poly. No. I forgot we had Penguin in hand, so we'll Sabers and Penguin. We'll use those two to summon Tiger. Chainlink 1 Penguin, Chainlink 2 Tiger. And technically at this point we can target the toy vendor, I believe. Yeah, so it says when this card is fusion summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the number of fusion materials used. So technically, if they only have one card or whatever the case may be, you can actually target the toy vendor, pop it, and get a search. because we still have not normal summoned. It's just something you can do. But we'll act like we targeted 2 of their back row or something, and Penguin will resolve. So we will draw 2. Drew into Orc's Nightmare and the dog, which is actually very good because we have this. Yeah, we'll send the bulb. Normal summon dog. Dog effect. I think we really just want to grab wings right now. Yeah. So we'll grab wings. And you can see this is a 50 card deck, and we're already almost halfway down. So we can actually turbo through this quite a bit. At this point, we don't care about anything that would get discarded out of this. So we will activate the Tsuchinoko in hand. Shuffle it up just a little bit. Whoops. Alright, so there's 4. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reroll. And this is actually a 3. So we'll grab this. Wings. That is like the perfect discard. So we will summon. Get our draw. Oh, that is not ideal. I only run 1 of these and 2 of these. That one, that doesn't matter. That's a 3 of. That was almost expected. So, since we're here, let's see what we can do. Yeah, we'll activate wings. Banishing bear. To draw 1. Destroy toy vendor. Draw another. And toy vendor will trigger. So let's see what we can. I'm pretty sure we went through it all, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter what we search. They're all the same at this point. There. And we did use the bear effect this turn, so we can't even use that. Let's see, we actually have a Sabers engraved, so we can do that. No, not yet. We will do the Sabers by putting probably this. Nope, has to be the 7. Alright, so we will put the 7 on the top. Summon. Bulb effect. Summon. Milling the top. Now, let's see. We have 4 monsters with our bulb, or we have 4 monsters with our sabers. So we can do that, or we could just see what we get off of Nessie. Probably get another extender off of that. I think I'd rather just go straight into it. 4. Summon. Or sorry, huge over here. Effect. 1. Oops. 2. 3. 4. Oh, that. I don't know what's up with these draws, but like these Orcus monsters. Jeez. Alright. I mean, it's guaranteed that this, those 2 guaranteed are going back, and this. There we go, 3. So we can actually activate effect of Saryuja to summon and synchro for 5. Summon that over here. It does get a counter. That's plus 300. Let me see if I can get the other. Yeah. Alright. So now we could instant. Yeah. This is pretty good. Alright, so we use that. Can instant fusion, pay 1,000, summon sheep. Poly 1/2. Summon our Sabertooth here, and he will gain 300 as well. Effect Sabertooth. Let's see, do we want Tiger for the boost or Sheep for... Yeah, I think we'll do Sheep. Summon. And now we have Nessie and Skeleton. So we'll actually just use that effect of Nessie in hand. Odds, evens. I'll use this one since it's easier to see. Whoa. It's odd, so we'll just drop Nessie, that's fine. We'll search. Yeah, let's go Jackalope. Since this is a guaranteed summon, we should be fine with it. I mean, fine with or without it. So, effect of Jackalope. Ooh. Odds, evens. Again, one. I feel like doing a reroll, but Jackalope. Let's see, what do we want to summon? I guess I'll just get this out of the deck. So we'll summon that in defense. It really doesn't matter what you summon. And we still got the skeleton in hand. But that shouldn't matter. We will just use the effect of that. And target... We'll target sheep. Just because it has the Armades type effect. And we will drop the 8. There it is. Drop that off to grave. We'll banish it to summon this here. And that's still plus 3 over here on this guy. Alright, so now that we have this, we can either use the sheep or the Mothman. I'd rather use Mothman. So we use those two. Summon Galatea here. It's another 300. Get my little chest of dice out. Alright, so this is another 300 here. Activate effect. We'll shuffle this back to grab. Normally we would end up grabbing this, but I don't want the skeleton in hand. So we're going to grab the draw spell. There it goes. It's the draw spell right there. And technically I actually also could have grabbed the counter trap, the crescendo. But I mean, really, with everything that's happened, it's either it's game or it's not. Alright, so we can activate, and instead of sending the Galatea, we could just send the skeleton in hand. So, draw 2, 1, 2, sure. And if we need to clear one last card, we could just do this. Transfers onto him, and you can target a card, send it to grave. We have the Cyclone for another back row. The Toy Vendor. So, I mean, that by itself, that's pretty much past OTK. If I would have summoned Tiger and just went for raw damage, like if I was able to clear their board and just go for raw damage, Tiger obviously would have been a little bit better. Just because it boosts them by 600 each, and he has the extra 300. So, it would have been quite a beefy board. But we can do one more. I'm not really going to bother sorting it, just because we're going to go through another hand. Just put that up and start shuffling these in. Double check there's no extra deck over here. Alright. So, get this shuffled up, and then we'll start our second hand. And with the hand that we got, it actually was pretty good going first or second. Going first, we would have just went straight to the Orcus cards and trying to set up the Orcus board. Alright, so actually, let's do a little bit more cutting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that up there. Alright, so with this one, we'll try to go first. I mean, technically, you could actually activate this, get the search, and then activate a lure and banish off whatever you searched. But I prefer having it. So we will activate our patchwork. Patchwork search chain, and our polymerization there. So there's those. Let's engrave. Now we could Toy Vendor to drop this off, and just start doing a little bit of a combo there, but yeah, we actually will do that. Toy Vendor, drop the Nightmare, and we will draw a card. Gets discarded, and we will activate the Nightmare. Banish. There we go. Oh, you have to control the monster. So you'd have to normal summon this first, and then banish, targeting this. So it'll get boosted. Doesn't matter though. Banish the 8, summon the 7. Get this shuffled up. Like 2. And with this little, I guess, a small Orcus combo, you can actually have the Orcus Nightmare there for next turn. But we'll summon Galatea. Galatea effect, shuffling this back. So we can grab the field spell, or we can just grab the counter trap and just already have it set up, basically. Yeah, so I think we'll go for that just because it's more of a guaranteed play. And let's see, Where is... Oh, and I completely forgot the chain effect over here when it was used as a link summon. So you could actually search this, or you could just grab another chain, another patchwork for next turn, which actually would be a bit of a better option at the moment. So you can grab that, and I think it'd be easy to find the only trap card in the deck. There we go. Alright, so we got that. We'll just go straight into setting. If you felt like running the Longirsu, then technically you had the glow up bulb over here for the final material. We do not. So there's Babel, the Link Monster, and the counter trap down here. 3 extra cards in hand. One is a draw spell, one is a double search, and then the poly. Yeah, so this is actually a semi decent board. You have a bit of control. If it would have drawn into the draw spell instead of this, it would have been a little bit different. But that was 2 hands. See what we would have drawn into. Okay, that. Oof. As long as that wasn't your top deck, you would have been fine. There's only 2 polys in here. That's why there's only 2 patchworks. I don't want to run more patchworks than needed. But, yeah. That is actually a couple of test hands going first and second. Obviously, going second, you have the extra card. You can snowball a little easier. Or you can just kind of keep pushing through. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see the deck profile for this specific build. And I'll see you in the next one.